Hi everybody, Meredith here. I hope you're all doing well. So today I am filming my May favorites. It is June technically right now. I'm a little late filming this, but it's good because I can look at the whole month of May. The whole month of May was crazy for me. I'm training in a new job and I had some family emergencies, just a lot going on. It's just been like constant. So, but I was able to pull out some favorites of mine that I was loving this month that kind of got me through a tough month. And so I wanted to share this with you. The first one is this t-shirt I got from Forever 21. I don't regularly shop at Forever 21, but this came up on like an Instagram ad or Facebook ad or something, and I had to grab it. It says Self-Care Saturday, and it has Barbie and her pup in bed with her like kind of stretching, and it's a modern Barbie, which I like. I like modern and vintage. And it's super, super cute. It's super cozy. It's kind of a cropped, it's not cropped, but I can tuck it into my jeans. I like to tuck in the front into my jeans. I think it looks really cool. And and I roll the sleeve just to kind of give it a more finished look. And I really, really enjoyed wearing this. It's kind of like my day off, well, Self-Care Saturday, my day off, t-shirt that I love wearing just on a casual day. And it makes me happy it's Barbie, so I'm really loving that. Okay, the second one, I usually do a craft and I usually do it kind of at the end, but I've done some crafts, but it's more for like upcoming videos, and like future things that I'm doing. But right now I'm working on a lot of cross stitch. It kind of gets my mind off of things when I'm doing cross stitch. And I enjoy it. So I started with like, long story short, I finished a cross stitch like last month, and I'm like, I need to start a new one. And so instead of starting one, I started like two, and I'm still working on one. So I'm doing three currently. And you can literally see I've just started this one. I don't even know what direction it goes. Oh, it's a bird. It's actually gonna be an Easter pattern. And there's gonna be 4. So I just kind of want to show you where I'm at. And this is gonna be kind of fun to look back on when I'm finished with it. That's gonna take me a while. And then this one I've been working on, it's called two I'm doing right now are called Sal's. It's a stitch along, and you and like everybody else in the world that is working on it gets a portion of it at a time. And there's social media groups for this, and it's a lot of fun because you get to talk to people. I don't really have a lot of conversation in there, but see what everyone else is doing. And this is what it looks like so far. It's going to be a wreath, obviously, and they suggest turning it into a pillow. And I have gotten the new part. I think it's up here, but I have yet to start it. But I have been working on this, I've been working on this like all year, because you literally get a portion of it each time. And so when I'd like finish this, that's when I wanted something else to do. So instead of starting a new one, I started 2 new ones. So it's like super busy with my cross stitch, but it's really nice to kind of get my mind off of things, of the real world, of what's going on. So been loving that. The next thing I've been loving and that I loved, I decided to go to a movie the other night. Actually like the very end of May. I decided to go to a movie because I have not been to a movie since all this COVID started, and I needed to have something fun to do because the month was really tedious, and my brain was going a million miles an hour training and things like that. So I needed something that was just going to be a fun escape for me. And so I was like, I'm going to go to a movie. And we have a Studio Movie Grill near us where you can get a meal and stuff like that. And so I got a meal, and I went to go see Cruella. So I wasn't like that super excited to see Cruella, but I love Disney. And so, of course I'll see it. I just didn't think I would really enjoy it. And I loved it. I loved it. I love the music, I love the acting, and I love the fashion. The fashion in it is amazing. It's in England. They go to Liberty of London, which I've bought in some of their fabrics before, like in clothing and stuff like that. And so they were there. It was just such a cool movie. And my friend was telling me that there's gonna be a sequel, which is really exciting because I really enjoyed it. And I don't usually like these live action Disney, if I'm real honest. I think they do a really, really not a great job with them. And when they could do something amazing. And this Cruella one, I think it was so creative and so interesting. I highly, highly recommend it. Yeah, without giving anything away, you really get to see a different side of Cruella and the fashion part. If you like fashion and all that, you will adore it. I mean, it's just so good. It's kind of set in the 60s and 70s, so the fashion, like the just the like the look of everything. Whoever was on the style team had a great time. I gotta tell you, they were so talented and they probably were loving that project. So highly recommend. See it in the theaters. I know it's on Disney Plus, but if you can go to a theater, go to a theater. I think it does better on a bigger screen. And yeah, check it out. Let me know if you have and what you thought down below. Really, really interested because I loved it. The next thing that I was loving is it's a book and it's called Out of the Easy and it's by Ruta, R-U-T-A. I don't know how to say her last name, so I'm gonna spell it. S-E-P-E-T-Y-S. I have my list down below. That's what I'm looking at. And this is a book that I read last month. I loved it. It is about a girl who lives in New Orleans. Her mother is a prostitute. She kind of helps out in the house, like the brothel house, cleaning, but she doesn't want to be anything like her mother. And she's very smart. She works in a bookshop. She just has like, she's just getting her life together better and wants no part of what her mother's involved in, but the other people in the story like that surround her and really support her. It's just a very good and interesting story. I love that it's in New Orleans. I think you kind of get that feel to it. The author describes the area really well. I've never been to New Orleans, but I feel like I know kind of what it would feel like, what it kind of looks like, and that kind of thing. So I highly recommend it. It was very good. It's somewhat fast, easier read, but I kind of took my time with it at the same time because it was a busy month. But yeah, I really enjoyed it and I highly recommend you read it if that sounds something that you would find enjoyable. The next thing is something that I purchased. This is from Target. I bought some note cards. I was running out of note cards and I keep using the same ones and I always feel like everyone's gotten a Wayne Theobald. He's one of my favorite artist ones. Everyone's gotten a Barbie one, vintage Barbie. I need some new ones. So I went out and bought some new note cards and they're just simple little lemon tree ones. And I really like because it comes with, is it only me, but I enjoy a colored envelope and then it has the little lemon. So I think that is super cute. I believe it's a lemon tree. Is that a lemon tree? That's a lemon tree, right? I'm gonna say it's a lemon tree. But yeah, super cute. And I really, like mixing up my collection of note cards. I like to use things up in that's my personality is I like to use everything, use it completely. And so this was kind of a stretch for me to buy note cards before I'm out of my note cards. But I think these are, they were really inexpensive. I think $4 maybe. For a set of 10. So good deal. And they're nice quality. They're not super, super fancy, but they're nice quality. And so yeah, so been loving those, and having something different to give when I'm doing cards for people, whether thank you cards or just notes or something like that. So, really liked those, super cute. And then the last thing is what I've been listening to, and this is going to be so different. So lately I've been listening to some old country. Now I don't usually listen to country music, but when I listen to country music, I started when I was like 20. I started listening to like Johnny Cash, and before the movie came out, I got really into Johnny Cash and like old, like 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s country. I do not like current country. It's not my thing. I like old. Everyone's like, I like the twangy. I like real, like outlaw kind of country, hickey. I don't know what the word is. Is that offensive? But that kind of country, I love it. And so I never listened to George Jones until this last month, and it's all I listen to. I love George Jones. I don't know what it is. I love his music. I can put it on and I can cross stitch. I'll watch his videos on YouTube. He's just this old guy. Like, I mean, sorry, he passed away. It sounds really mean, but he's just like this older guy that I never really paid much attention to. And his music and his voice is so good. I just love it. I don't know what it is, kind of melancholy. Maybe that's because I was feeling that way for a little bit of the month. But it was just, it's so good. And I can't get enough of it. And it's so totally not in my nature, like, to get back into this. Like, I liked country. I'm not a country fan. Like, I don't even know the country radio station out here. Isn't it? I don't even know. So, but yeah, I've been loving it, and I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. I can tell you a lot about George Jones, because when I go deep diving, I go deep diving. Let's talk about his relationship with Tammy Wynette. I mean, let's talk about it. No. But yeah, so like loving that. And yeah, it's kind of helped me get through a tough month. So, what were your favorites? Let me know down below. And I hope to, be able to do another video next week for you. My life is really crazy right now, but I do enjoy making these, and I do enjoy when I see all you people commenting down below and being part of the conversation of what's going on in your lives. And yeah, so hopefully next week I will see you with a new video. Okay, bye.